Morning lessons. I wanted to ask you about the morning lessons. Why are the lessons taught at such time of the day, not according to U.S. time, 3 o'clock a.m., but according to Israel time? Is there some kind of basis for it, or is just determined by some kind of forces? In fact, the lesson ideally must begin at 12 a.m. because how we learn in from tests, starting from 12 a.m., rebooting begins, meaning at midnight. Midnight not at 12 a.m. our time, but when it is precisely the middle of the night. It's not clock-based structure, but astronomical. If we divide the whole of darkness in half, which comes down to the world, from dusk, from the appearance of the first stars in the sky until breaking of the dawn, then half of the night, the first half, is a gradual reduction of the past day and the entering to a new desire, black, dark desire, meaning not corrected. And then starting from 12 a.m., preparation of the desire begins. Its formation, finding ways to transforming it into a corrected desire so that the light or a day would be sensed in that desire. Meaning desire is going to be corrected that so that the dawn would break and light would shine in it. In spirituality, the light doesn't come on its own like it does in our world, astronomically something happening. Earth is spinning, moon, sun, and so forth. But everything happens through actions of a person. I must correct my desires, thus I must transfer them from the state of darkness to the state of light. So the time of preparation, the state of light is the time from midnight until dawn. So a person must already be awake at that time and take care of his correction. And he must go to sleep when the dark begins to appear. Yeah, until midnight. That's how we are built. No, but why is the lesson now starts at 3 a.m. in our time? No, it's just how it was arranged by Rubash, because it's not possible to start at 12 a.m. with our schedules. In our modern time, we go to bed late, so it's not possible. Baal Sulam would go to bed at around 7 p.m. and he would wake up at 12 a.m. and that was enough for him until the 7 p.m. of the next day to be awake, work, etc. The same thing Rabash would tell us, that after he got married, there was no place to live, they were very poor. In those times, everybody lived that way. So he lived with his wife and his parents, and at 7 p.m., when for normal people the evening only begins, to spend time together, he would tell his family, "Please forgive me, but I don't feel very well. The doctor told me to go to sleep early." Can you imagine a groom like that announcing to the on the second day after the wedding? So that's why I'm going to sleep now, because I'm very tired. And so it happened first day, second, third, and so on. So can you imagine? Just like that. So there are no some kind of influences or forces that it has to be according to Israel time as a center where we start counting. No. It depends on where the area where the person lives according to. But since our time now is global, meaning everything is mishmashed, we make a lesson to the whole world according to our time. That's all. But if I, as a person who gives lessons, lived in New York, it would be according to New York time if it's possible at all. But of course it would be possible, because the lesson must be at the earliest time before the day begins.